go. Bring it up, baby. Let's go. Get up, get up.
What is good, YouTube, man? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Wow, the Raiders are making massive moves today, and we're going to talk about that really quick in today's video. And really quick, man, shout out to everybody who already hit a like on the video. If you haven't, please hit that like button, hit that sub button. We're on the road to 7,000 now, but let's get to talking about what you guys came here for. I'm gonna start off with the first news, and then we'll get into the big news, because man, did not expect that. But 5 guys did not make the initial cuts. Very surprising on one of them. But the roster is now moved from 90 to 85 with the following names. Tyrone Wheatley Jr. is no longer here. Jerry Green, no longer here. After having a decent performance in the Jaguars game, Tyrone Wheatley Jr. simply did not see enough playing time. You have Vernon Butler. For those of you guys who've been here, know that I have not been a fan of Vernon Butler. Didn't show up to voluntary practice or workouts, and just did not look good in the games. So you have Jerry Green. You have Nate Brooks, cornerback that we just signed. Honestly, looked very bad in this last game against the Minnesota Vikings. I remember him getting beat 3 different times just off the top of my head. Nate Brooks, quick-lived. He is no longer on the roster, but the big shocking one, Demarcus Robinson not making the initial 5-man cut. That's pretty surprising, man. I didn't really think that we were going to be looking to get rid of him in the first 5 cuts. I definitely think that there's other names that we could have looked at. But for Demarcus Robinson not to make the first initial cuts is very surprising. But it's also a very good telltale sign of how well this Raiders wide receiver core is competing in practice. I mean, you have UDFAs that are out there just making the first cut set of waves. Surprising, right? Demarcus Robinson, a guy that was making big plays for the Chiefs, free agent, would not be surprised if he heads back over there to Kansas City, especially how weak that wide receiver room looks. So those are the first 5 guys that did not make the roster, 90 to 85. Next set is going to be a larger set of players they get cut. I believe it's 10 players or 15 players for the second wave. But first wave, Jerry Green, Tyrone Wheatley Jr., Nate Brooks, Vernon Butler, and Demarcus Robinson all got the axe, no longer with the Las Vegas Raiders. Once a Raider, always a Raider, man, regardless if it was short-lived. Hope these guys can find a new job elsewhere. But let's get into the massive news. And for me, it is a little bit, I don't know, man. It sucks, man. For those of you guys who do not know, now you do. 4th round pick just a year ago out of Missouri, Tyree Gillespie has been shipped off to the Tennessee Titans. And we don't know the full details on the trade yet. It's looking like a conditional pick, a late round pick. In my opinion, I think that I have no idea why it's conditional. I mean, it shouldn't really matter. We should get a pick regardless. But Tyree Gillespie, a guy who I had high hopes for, I thought was going to be a big factor with Patrick Graham's scheme, especially with a guy that offers versatility in the big nickel, right? He's not a slot corner, so he's not that nickel corner. But in the big nickel, when you bring a safety down into the box, I thought Tyree Gillespie could have really gave a good shot at that. You know, versatility is key in this league. Versatility is key in Patrick Graham's system. And he just doesn't make the cut. I guess he got shipped off to Tennessee. We're hearing that it's a late conditional round pick. I don't know what the condition is. I think that it should just be pick for player. But that's 2 times now that we've traded somebody for a pick. Not the biggest fan. I would rather get a depth piece in return, because that's what Tyree Gillespie was going to be. In my opinion, for the Raiders, he was going to be a nice depth piece for us. But Tyree Gillespie getting shipped off to Nashville, or to Tennessee Titans, it's a surprise. It's a shocker. Like I said, 4th round pick out of Missouri. He had that forced fumble in the first game against the Jaguars. I thought he was at least in a trend upward trending scenario to make the roster, but he doesn't make it, man. He gets traded again. Like I said, for the first 5 guys of this video, once a Raider, always a Raider, man. Let me know. What do you guys think the plan is with Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler going on, right? You just trade another guy. So now, since it's for a pick, our roster's at 84 out of 90. I think it could even be at 83 because of the Cravon LeBlanc IR situation. So we are not at an 85 player limit. We are actually below the limit. So we really didn't even need to cut those 5 guys. We just did it. So interesting to see that, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below on today's video. As always, man, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Join the family. But that will be it for today's video. I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.
Welcome to the Death Star.